Please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
What's going on, party people? Welcome back to the NBA Bit. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Listen, we're tired today. We are tired today. And there was there was a part in the back of my head this morning when I woke up that said, do we do the show today? And we did. We're here. We made it. We made it, baby. I gotta bring that same energy to the gym after the show is over. Harden didn't show up for the second half. That is true, DJ Local. Who do we got in the chat? Happy National Donut Day. There we go, Snoopaloop. Magi hoping that happens for him today at work. Can't seem to get tracking updates on my UPS package. I believe that is this an airplane reference here? We got DJP in there. Yeah. We had that was fun. That was fun last night. I won't do too much political stuff. Yeah, well, the tweet never happened. I left it as a reply. How many threes did we get up? The game. Yeah, a lot of confusion about that. The game is actually tonight. I had trivia last night. The game is tonight. Yeah, we don't have to talk about politics so far, but the tweet I will reference, so I was specifically politicians. So many people tweeted and said some crazy racist shit in the last couple of weeks, which like evergreen, but it was like really public. And then to just take the L at 9:03, 3 minutes after polls closed, it's just like, man, if you're gonna sell out in that racist tone, just make last longer than 3 minutes, last longer than jump shoot in bed, 3 minutes. It's crazy. That's great. What an L. But that's all we have to talk about politically. But it was fun. Also, like just one like cool thing, and this is whether it's whatever side you are, I don't think in my life have I voted for somebody locally to see them have a trajectory. I feel like everybody I voted for locally at some point has either flamed out or stolen money, right? And then so to like vote for somebody at the local level to see them go up to mayor was fun. It's like, hey, hashtag we're early, baby, just like our top shots. Okay, that's enough. We don't have to do that anymore. Let's see what else we got. Let's get into some of the basketball last night. Thunder pretty good, Bulls pretty good. Mike at Underdog pretty good. I think listen, what we should do is a lot of times yeah, you take off the Dexter costume. There we go, Stan. A lot of times after the show, when we get stuff right, we let people know we got it right. Well, last night, I think we got everything wrong. Not only I was pretty confident that Pelicans Hornets line didn't make sense. And I guess I was right in some way that it didn't make sense, but not in the way that we thought. Not only did Zion not play, they're like, he's out a week, maybe 2 weeks. So we'll talk about that. We weren't sure about LaMelo. We thought Kawhi. We trusted Kawhi's word. He sat. What's the other one? Giannis for sure played. Although did he play? Hashtag we the North. But let's dive in. Let's dive in. And yeah, surely we got punished on underdog, right? Let's just go to the results here. Let's go to the results. No, that's not the results. This is the results. Okay, I shared the right screen. Yeah. And last night, listen, we somehow got to sixth place. I don't think we deserved this sixth place. I don't think we did. Shout out Nez. He and I were tied. This was one of the last drafts I did. I did a lot of volume in the morning because, I felt so certain about the news that I was Nostradamus there, and I was Nostradamus. There we go. The second most famous person. And yeah, yeah, because it's me, baby, the mayor of Astoria. But anyways, Maxie put up 60 for me. We had Scotty Barnes. We had the rare 3 Toronto Raptors, Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, and Emmanuel Quickly, who I did not want to draft because I just didn't think it was a good play. Honestly, I still don't think it was a good play, but whatever. He was in there. And then Mark Williams started falling to the 6th round. But it was chaos last night. It was chaos. I had 42%. John Collins, which is like not what you want. As you can see, like my next highest one was 374. So we did not like process wise. Don't think we did it. Shout outs to me for making you save your drafts. That is true. You get 2%. But anyways, we got another top 10, our fourth top 10 of the season, which is pretty cool. So we're on to the next slate, baby. We'll talk about that a little bit. I did when he was on the local boards, baby, for Assemblyman. All right, let's go over to some Hoopies. Let's start with OKC and Thunder and the OKC Thunder and the Clippers first, because this was the latest game. And I'll be honest, I watched the first half of this game, and then I think it was like 12:30, and I was like, I can't physically do this. I have to go to bed. And the Thunder might never lose again. They'll never lose again. Another Shoresy reference. There we go. You've gotten like 2 in a week. They're just good, man. They're just good. They got Chet Holmgren back. Thunder play tonight, by the way, and I imagine Chet doesn't play this one. Lou Dort only played 15 minutes last night. I assume he doesn't go. This was a close game. Early, and then the Thunder did Thunder stuff. The Clippers were up by 10 after the first, and then they let that lead go back down to 1 at halftime, and then got spanked in the third quarter. And SGA, guess what? He got 30 points again, because that's what he does. Only gets to the line 9 times, 9 for 14 from the field, 4 for 5 from 3. That's efficiency, baby. 30 and 12 in this game. And he was really the only one bringing it for the starters. And then Isaiah Joe. This team is just so deep, man. We were so excited about AJ Mitchell, and then all of a sudden Isaiah Joe comes back. He drops 22. Wiggins with 12 off the bench. Just a good win. Now, the Clippers did not have Kawhi for this game. They were on a back-to-back. So obviously, not full strength. I think with Kawhi, this game would have been a little bit spicier. But we say all that, and J-Dub's still not back. J-Dub's still not back, and I don't know if we even talked about this, but he had like a second procedure, I believe, on the old wrist. So he's going to be out for a little bit longer. But there's no reason to rush him back, because they're 8-0, beating good teams so far. Like 3 weeks into the season. So we'll see. I think tonight will be a real test for them against the Blazers, just because it is the back-to-back, assuming they don't run Chet out there, assuming Dort's not out there. SGA should go bonkers, but Harden had an insane first half. Honestly, insane first quarter, where I feel like he had like 14, 5, and 4 or something like that. Like, he was going nuts. And then I think he had 19, 5, and 5, something like that at halftime, and then just finished 25, 6, and 6. Only 2 turnovers, which was good from the last game. Zubac didn't really do it for me, 7 and 7. Johnny Collins still came off the bench, and he had a very fun first half, and then he took a dookie in the second half. Bogdanovich with a 30-minute game from him. I don't think that, nothing really to take away from this. Although I will say, Clippers are 3 and 4, dude. The Clippers aren't 3. Is Zubac washed? No. Zubac had a great game the other night. He had a great game like 2 nights ago. He just had a bad game last night. I think this was the Clippers they didn't play their best player against the best team in the league. I think they just shut it down. We need a Chit and Chet sket. We do need a Chitty Chet sket. Your underdog draft beg to differ. Rub some dirt on it. Get back on the court like Jordan Wood. There you go, Joker Rock. That's what we're talking about. Good win for OKC. Will they lose again? Let's look at their schedule. Let's look at the OKC schedule, because I don't know. I kind of feel like they're gonna win and live forever. So tonight they've got Portland. Still, they're going to be favored, right? Oh, I thought that was going to show more of the schedule. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right. So they've got. Wait, what the hell? What the hell, bro? All right, full schedule. All right, so they've got Portland tonight. Friday, we got some cup action, some cup checks. They'll be taking on the Sacramento Kings, and then Sunday the Memphis Grizzlies, and then Tuesday Golden. All right, so Tuesday, Wednesday next week is going to be a little tough. They are at home, but it is a back-to-back with Golden State and the Lakers. So maybe they get if they don't get one tonight against Portland, which I think is going to be a little sneaky. They are on the road. I had marked that Golden State LA back-to-back. Like Golden State on Tuesday, I imagine gives them the business or attempts to give them the business. But this is nuts, man. This is nuts. They got a shot to run it out for a while. OKC, pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, here's some alpha. Grizz are 1-9 all time in cup games. There you go. Adjust your dials. How about adjusting our dials on the Chicago Bulls, bro? Also, how about that transition? Like, let's fucking give it up. The Bulls erase, I believe, what was it, a 24-point deficit here? Look at this. The Sixers are up 45-27 at the end of the first quarter. Joel Embiid, hitting them up. He had 26 with 4 blocks and 3 steals. 7 stocks from the big man in 26 minutes. Minutes slowly ticking up, by the way. Maxey continues to be the highest scoring Hoopa in the league right now, which, by the way, a bet that was given early on, Maxey to lead the league in scoring and in minutes played. And that's on pace right now. Where he dropped 39 in this one, playing 39 minutes, 5 and 5. Also had 4 stocks of his own, but it was not enough. We should say McCain came back, played 15 minutes, didn't really do too much, but he's back. So tick-tockies. All right, for the Bulls, though, Bucci Mane hits a corner 3. Giddey finds him. Buckets, bang. They get the W. Giddey continues to cook. 2 for 4 from 3, 10 for 19 from the field, 29, 15, and 12. 5 turnovers, though. Bucci Mane with 19 and 10. Bucelis gave him 10. Okoro, wow. 16 from Okoro. That has to be a career high. Regulator says VJ is playing too many minutes. Yeah. I mean, I think they kind of need him. I guess you could play Grimes a little bit more, but I think they kind of need the VJ. But yeah, man, Trey Jones gave him 8, 14 from Jalen Smith off the bench, 12 from Squirter. Dude, the Bulls are 6-1. Let's see, who have they beaten? So they've beaten Detroit. Okay, good dub. They beat the Magic, good dub. Hawks, okay, whatever. Kings, like the beam. Knicks, they split with the Knicks. Dude, the Bulls might be good. This is all without Kobe White, too. This is all with Kobe White. You put him into the starting lineup. You have Trey Jones now coming off the bench. I'm in on the Bulls. I mean, I don't know if I'm like saying 1 seed. But this might be legit. I want to see them play the Cavs. I want to see them deal with some big boys down low. I want to see a Bulls-Bucks game. I don't know. This is fun, though. Billy Donovan, Coach of the Year. Cash those bets. Huh? I like it. Josh Giddey I like that the small sample size from the second half of the season has carried over this season. I like that we're not making Giddey jokes as much anymore. At least for now. I'm sure we'll find our way back to it. We got Sneeps in there. Bulls Bucks is Friday for the Cup. There we go. That's lock in. Catch me on. I won't be on playback for that. Let's be honest. But that'll be good. Bulls Bucks will be fun. I think Weisberg will be over there on the Cup. All right, Billy Donovan is an all right coach. I don't know. We might have to put some respect on it. 5-1. Sure, it's the Eastern Conference, but that Knicks win's pretty impressive. I'll give him some love for the Knicks win because that was Cup related as well. I believe. All right, let's keep going. We're not going to spend too much time on the action from last night because there wasn't anything too spicy. Let's do Golden State Phoenix now. Golden State. So Jimmy only played, how many minutes was it? Only played 14 minutes. He's got a Q tag for today. Steph and Draymond already ruled out on their back-to-back. They get the win over Phoenix. They were Golden State was in control most of this game. I'm slowly giving Phoenix a little bit more credit. They're battling. The Suns are battling, and I like that. Mark Williams looked good. But Golden State just continues to roll. One of the funniest things that happened last night, Dylan Brooks got a technical. Dylan Brooks did not play in the game. He was wearing like a white outfit with some villain-esque sunglasses. And they just kept cutting to him. Actually, are they showing this right now in that little video that's on? You see Draymond's reaction? Yeah, there it is. Wow. It was almost like me and ESPN are in cahoots right now. So there you go. You can see it if you're watching on YouTube, so not listening to the audio later. But it was just, yeah, bizarre situation there. I don't like, and then just was stoic. He looked like he was at a poker table. That like this is the World Series of Poker or something. That's what it like. He was at a Chauncey Billups Tai Lu poker game. Too soon. But the Warriors here. Steph, just like a cash, 28 on 9 for 23 shooting, 5 for 12 from 3. I feel like his field goal percentage is not what it typically is. Although 5 for 5 from the line, Jimmy Butler is going to lose that bet. You know what? Last season, we were saying, bring on the Moody. We need more Moses Moody in our life. And Moody looks good to start the season. He had 24 points in this one off the bench. Yeah, I expect to see some more Moody tonight. Pod God gave him 13 and 4. For Phoenix, let's give Mark Williams a little bit of love because that's the reason that we finished in the top 10 last night. He had 16 points and 16 boards, 4 dimes and a steal. He's just big out there, man, and he's bouncy. When he's healthy, he's bouncy. And I don't know. I like it. I like what we're seeing from Marky Mark. I hope he stays healthy. Also, man, this is the best basketball Grayson Allen's been playing in his career, I think. He looks just a little bit more athletics, I don't know. He just maybe comfortable in the offense. He understands his role a little bit more. I don't know. But he looks good. Jalen Green getting closer to playing some basketball, right? And then Colin Gillespie gave him 8, 5, and 4. Suns dropped to 3 and 5. Warriors 5 and 3. So that's fun. Let's do a couple games left. Let's give some Northville love, huh? Let's give Toronto some love. 128, 1 honey. The back-to-back Bucks. So I said fade Giannis because I don't think he's going to play. However, directionally accurate. Is that a thing here? Is that a thing? Do I think Butler is out long-term? No, I just think he'll probably sit tonight. I don't think it's long-term. But the back-to-back, I don't know. Unless they felt comfortable last night where they're like, let's rest him so he can play. I don't know. But for the Bucks, yeah, we were directionally accurate. We faded Giannis because we didn't think he was going to play, but instead he just wasn't very good. 22 points, 8 boards, only played 24 minutes in this one. This one got out of hand early. Raptors were up 10 after the first quarter, and then 19 at halftime. They won all 4 quarters. Let's just focus on the Toronto stuff. All right, RJ 23, 8 and 4 with 3 stocks. He continues to be efficient, man. 6 for 12 from the from the field, 4 for 8 from 3. Scotty Barnes, 6 stocks for Scotty. He did a little bit of everything last night. 23, 6 and 3. Also efficient, 9 for 16 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3. Jakob Poeltl, Turtle Power, he made his return, 8 and 9 in 20 minutes. He's going to be limited. And then IQ, 15, 7 and 6, did most of his damage in the first quarter, TBH. And then, where's our guy CMB? CMB only played 15 minutes off the bench. Sandro, 23. Good win for Toronto, man. Toronto battling back after a brutal start. They're now 4 and 4. Just in time. Yeah, perfect timing, says Power Duster. Right after the Blue Jays go down, and now the Raptors are like, all right, let's carry that Canadian torch. Let's put our Maple Leafs up high. Good win for the Raps, 4 and 4. I mean, again, a tough. Some may say a schedule loss for the Milwaukee Bucks on that back-to-back because they got to focus on the Cup on Friday. But good win for Toronto. Good to see RJ, man. I'm here for this RJ stuff. Why do you hate IQ so much? Oh, regulator. Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Yeah, the Raptors have finally started. Yeah, they started playing defense like normal people. They heard Skeets losing his mind. Darko heard Skeets losing his mind. He's like, we can't have this anymore. We can't play this insane defense. So, good win for Toronto. 4 and 4, baby. 4 and 4. We got 2 games left. Let's do the Pelicans. So, Shams tweeted out yesterday that Zion's going to miss 7 to 10 days. That sucks, man. That sucks. Why can't we have nice things? So let's see how many minutes Derek Queen played without Zion, because that's the true test of where they're at. 18. All right, he got 18 minutes. He had 12, 8, 7, and 4 stocks in the 18 minutes. Hell yeah, little mini Zion. I want to there was a really cool clip going around. I don't have it saved, so I apologize. Excuse me. I don't have it saved, but DeAndre Jordan after the game. So Derek Queen was getting interviewed. And DeAndre Jordan comes and he was like sitting down. And DeAndre comes over and he's like, come on, you got to stand up, man. You stand up. And then he like read off his stat line. He's like, you had like 12, 8, and 7. You got to stand up when you're talking to the media. Which it was just a cool moment. It was a cool moment. We're going to have very few bright spots for New Orleans this year. So for them to get a W, good to see it. This Charlotte made me think that maybe they still want to tank one more year. That's what they're like, hey, LaMelo, why don't you sit this one out? It felt like they should have won this game. Con Canipple, though, huh? 20-12 from old Connie the Kid. Miles Bridges had 22 and 8 in this one, and then Mr. Kirkbrenner, 10, 11, 5 stocks, 2 dimes. Colin Sexton continues to be ceilingless. Let's all remember this together. If you're in the underdog streets, you're going to see LaMelo is out, and you're going to be like, oh, my God. Should we hammer Colin Sexton? This is also a note to me because I do this too. Should we hammer Colin Sexton, man? Who's going to get all that usage? The answer is not, hasn't been, will not be Colin Sexton. It just won't. It's going to be all the young guys, all right? He even played 30 minutes. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Never Sexton. Never Sex. Team never Sex. But the Pellies, who else cooked? Trey Murphy had his best game of the season so far, which was not a great game. So that's saying how bad it's been. He went 5 for 10 from 3. He had 21, 3 and 3. I don't know. Fears played 17 minutes. That was it, huh? All right. So he got the start, played 17 minutes. Pool party. Everything was set up for a pool party. And instead, just left us floaters. Alvarado at 18. I don't know. I think that's it. Anything else about this game? Can that Sexton rant be a drop? Yeah, we should. All right, yo, chill, Stan. Do you think the Pels will be sellers this season come trade deadline? They don't have their first round pick, Joker Rock, so I don't think so. They can't even tank, man. They can't even tank. Unprotected first round pick going to the Atlanta Hawks for that Derek Queen trade. So they can't be sellers. I mean, unless it includes other picks, like if they're getting other teams' picks, then maybe, but there's no incentive for them to do it. So I don't know what they do. I really don't. I think this is, I mean, truly, this is saying something because the Sacramento Kings exist. This is like the worst franchise in sports right now. Says in the chat, saying the Bulls ripped the hearts out of the Sixers. You're damn right they did. It was Vucci Main in the corner. Absolutely. All right, let's one other game, right? One other game, A-Town down, Orlando. Guys, Orlando might just straight up be broken. They just might straight up be broken. It might be Jover for the Magic. And I think it is going to be a little bit difficult to recapture some vibes here. And I know it's small sample size, just 8 games, but it's just bad, man. Yeah. Oh, I heard it. I heard the call. Wait, let's go see if we can. Let me see if I can find that quickly. I'm sure Underdog Engagement farmed that. So let me see what I can find here from the Underdog. I'm sure they did some engagement farming of the where is it? Oh no, so the main account's just tweeting football stuff out. All right, let me go to the Underdog NBA account. Did they really not engage in farm? I'll be so proud of them if they didn't. No, let's see. I'm sure they did. Let's see. Yeah, they here's the call. All right. Let's share screen here. Let's get a little Bulls. Action. Let's go over here. All right, come on. Here we go. Here is the call. This is Stacey King.
Each team still has a timeout. Sixers with 1, Bulls with 1. 12 seconds left. Giddey on the inbound from Jones. It's Oubre on him. Herter sets up a screen. Giddey races to the basket. Fires it out. Vucevic the shot. Vucci Main for 3. Vucci Main steps up again. The grizzled veteran steps up and hits the biggest shot of the season. Oh, my goodness. Elizabeth, I'm coming again, Elizabeth. Oh, Lord. Each team still has
just out of control, man. Out of control stuff. No, don't do that. I don't want anyone else joining the Discord, all right? I don't, because bots keep joining and I can't figure it out. Anyways, back to the Magic. Yeah, I think the most surprising thing, I see Karam put it in the chat. The defense, I don't understand why their defense sucks now. You know, they didn't change that much of the DNA of this team. However, I like it honestly, and I like Mosley as a coach. The Mosley thing might be done. It might be done here sooner rather than later. So Atlanta without Trae Young just kind of spanks them. And this was never close, you know? I don't know. I don't know. We've got what? We've got like Desmond Bane played 23 minutes. He got himself ejected. He went full Draymond in this game. You got Paolo, like, who's putting up numbers, right? 22, 11, and 8. But there's just no flow. There's no flow to this game. And for as fast as they're playing, because I believe they, going into last night, were like the 6th fastest team in the league, maybe 7th fastest team in the league. So obviously that's going to bring their defense down, but it feels like they're not putting up numbers for how fast they're playing. You know, even bad teams who play quickly usually put up numbers, and it feels like they're not even doing that. Franz 18-5 in this one. Suggs 12 points in 20 minutes. Wendell Carter Jr. gave him not too much. Tristan Da Silva, honestly, has been the one bright spot for this team. He's been shooting the blood out of the ball, 4 for 5 from 3. He had 20, but they just look bad. I mean, look at it. And Atlanta is a deeper team. Atlanta back to 500, by the way. Like Jalen Johnson, 17, 6, and 5. Porzingis, 15. Ruiz Hache had 21, 20 from Nah, 18, 6 and 6 from Dyson. Onyeka, 14 and 7 off the bench. Like, and Kennard gave him a couple buckets. Like, they're a deeper team for sure, but Orlando should be winning that game. They should be, you know, they gotta be winning that game. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah, please, ESPN, fix the stat page. I agree, bro. I don't know what Orlando does moving forward, but the East was wide open for them, and in 8 games for them to be 3-5 is like pretty unacceptable. And if you look at, like, I don't think they've had a crazy schedule, right? They play the Celtics, I believe, Friday. That's on Friday, so they don't play again until Friday for the Cup. But so they lose to the Hawks. They've beaten the Wizards and the Hornets. They lost to the Pistons, the Sixers, the Bulls, the Hawks, and then they beat the Heat the first game of the year. So, like, and if they played Miami today, I think I would take Miami would be favored, right? And so I don't know. I don't know what they do here. I don't know what they do, except for it seems like Mosley is not long for Orlando. So, but Atlanta, congrats for just, you know, staying above water here, just floating. Trae Young still probably going to be out a couple more weeks, I would assume. I think still like 4 more weeks. And so if they can just stay in that 500 run, I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be okay when he comes back. Let's look at tonight's stuff. Did I shut that page down? Hold on. Yeah, I did shut that page down. What a dummy. What a dummy. All right, let's look at tonight's stuff. We got a bigger slate on a Wednesday. Thankfully, no 11 p.m. game. That 11 p.m. game. Like, listen, I understand what we're doing. With it. Oh, we got to make sure. We didn't skip the Bulls, baby. We opened with the Bulls. Or I guess we opened with the OKC Thunder. You know what I would say? You skipped the first 10 minutes of the show. How about that? We open with Chicago, baby. We open with it. All right, let's go over to tonight's stuff, tonight's action. 76ers at the Cavs. Dude, this line's huge, 10.5. I mean, I know Embiid's not playing. I think we get Darius Garland back tonight. I think we get Mr. Garland back tonight. That's exciting. We might get a return of a couple of guys. 10.5 feels like a monster number, but again, Embiid won't play. They're on a back-to-back. I guess that makes sense. Philly's on the road. Cleveland should take care of business. Utah Jazz, baby. The Jazz, fresh off of the Beantown beatdown, they get the Detroit Pistons in this one. Speaking of the Sixers, I don't know why they're not playing Andre Drummond. Can I tell you something? I know why. Drum Dog Millionaire. It's done. The Andre Drummond thing, I think, is over. It's Jova. I don't think they can play Drummond too much. But it was a 3-point game. It was a 3-point game, but you want to know why it's a beatdown? Utah was on the road on a back-to-back, and they're not a good basketball team taking on the Boston Celtics. That counts as a beatdown. They got beat down on the boards, 55-36. That's a beatdown, bro. Anyways, Pistons tonight, 10.5-point faves. I don't know what to say about that game. I'm excited, I guess. Brooklyn Nets against the Indiana Pacers. I tell you what I won't be watching tonight. The Brooklyn Nets versus the Indiana Pacers. No, thank you. Although Jarris Walker, if there was ever a time to find a ceiling, it would be tonight. Also, you know what night it is? It's because we're going to get in the lobbies here after this, in the underdog draft and lobbies. You know what night it is? Michael Porter Jr. night.
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers. Throwing things in buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're
There we go. There we go. How is Brooklyn favored? I mean, how are the Pacers favored? I'll tell you what. I mean, Embiid's not playing 82 games, right? They're holding him to 20 minutes. He's not playing back-to-backs. Like, he won't play tonight. That's how bad Drum Dog is now, though. Like, they were like, let's throw out Adem Big Bona. Let's throw out Dominic Barlow. Let's throw out Trenton Watford, Jabari Walker. But anyways, yes. Brooklyn is not going to be favored at all this year. The Pacers are at home, and Brooklyn, their owner has been like, hey, it's important that we lose games. So Brooklyn's not going to be winning games. And this is a tankathon game right here, because remember, the Pelicans are super dumb, and during the finals, they traded the Pacers' first round pick back to them. So now the Pacers do own their first round pick. They're going against the Brooklyn Nets, who are 0-7 and 1-6. So when you come down to the tanking at the end of the season, this could be an important game. So Brooklyn, honestly, the Pacers money line is the best bet of all time right now. They're going to win this game. Celtics are 11.5-point favored against the Wizards. Both teams relatively rested. Should be a fun one. Alex Sarr, fun little matchup for him. I'm excited for that game just from a fantasy perspective. Should be a lot of fun. Cockbrenner was drafted with the Pelicans second round pick. Well, he should have been drafted the Celtics. I wish the Celtics would have taken him with the second round pick. Yeah, but the Pacers New Orleans trade was just unlucky timing. Hey, can I ask a question? Why did you do the trade then? Do you think that trade wasn't going to be available after the finals? Why did you do the trade in the middle of the finals? You could have just waited a week. I don't think the Pacers front office was like, if you don't do this today, we won't do it next week. You know, why didn't just wait till the games are over? It's a dumb organization. All right, Timberwolves. Hey, are we getting Ant-Man back? Is Ant-Man coming back? He's got a Q tag. Started doing some. Hugo was a first round pick. So Timberwolves against the Knicks. I don't know if Ant-Man's coming back. I don't understand this line. Knicks are 4.5-point faves. You got Ant resumed some stuff the other day. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to be drafting them, but I don't know what to make of it. We've got Houston Rockets against the Memphis Grizz gang up in here. They picked Amari Williams, and there was and Max Sugar for the second round picks. Grizz are 7.5-point dogs. We'll see. We get to see if John Moran has fun things to say after the game. Is he going to try real hard? Is Amen Thompson bringing the clampies out? Pelicans are on a back-to-back. This game is going to be disgusting. The Mavericks, Pelicans, you can put that right in the Brooklyn Nets, Indiana Pacers range for me. Miami Heat against the Denver Nuggets, 241.5-point total. I'm going to bet the over. Miami, this should be fun. This should be fantasy goodness here. This 240.5-point. Miami's like straight up fun to watch. Also, I think I like Bam again. They got Bam again. Wait, Boston? No, didn't Boston get Hugo at pick 25? And then they had a second pick that they traded for like 2 firsts, right? And then they drafted Amari and Max Sugar. Like, they had a chance to get both Hugo and Cockbrenner. You saw Ant was cleared for contact but not games. Yeah, he's got a questionable tag. But anyways, yeah, I'm pro Bam Adebayo right now. OKC, I mentioned on the back-to-back, they're 4.5-point faves against the Trailblazers. We get the Spurs and the Lakers. Now, this is a game I would watch. Lakers 2.5-point favorites. Luka, and I'm assuming Reeves is back. Wemby coming off, needs a bounce-back game after that Phoenix performance. And then you got Light the Beam. So, okay, this is how you know nobody's playing tonight, because the Kings shouldn't be favored ever. Kings are 2.5-point faves tonight against the Warriors, who run a back-to-back. So, let's jump over to the dog. Let's just jump over to the dog. Yeah, this might be a shorter show today. We're gonna rip a draft, and then maybe we'll call it. Maybe we'll call it today, because I'm tired. I shouldn't have had beers at the draft. At the draft. Oh my God. We're talking about the draft at trivia last night, because I'm really tired now. All right, let's go to the dog. And let's go. Oh, we gotta, what we have to do? We have to switch the background here. Let's do this. Let's switch this background here. Let's add the cute little border. And then why don't we do this for the background? And then bang, bang. All right, here we go. Let's go get a draft in. Let's go get a draft in. I'll look at the ranks here just for a second. So I was talking with Magi this morning. I'm going back and forth of like Wemby being my number one versus Jokic. I like both of them. I think I'm just going to try to be even. I don't think so if I get a lot of Jokic, I'll switch to Wemby and vice versa. I got Luka 3, SGA 4, Cade 5. Then I just pretty chalky here. Maxi Siakam. I had Goon over Cat for a little bit, but Cat revenge. Come on. Cat. So I put Cat up there, and then I got Mobley, and then JB. I'm going to have Bam ahead of Brunson. I think I'm going to have Spida. I'm going to actually put Spida ahead of Bam for a little bit. I don't really love this, but I'm going to do it just for a little bit. And then I'm going to place Sabonis in. I'm going to move Randall down a little bit here. I'm going to play them in. I actually don't. Wow, we'll leave Randall there. And then I want Denny up here, actually. We're going to have Denny up here. We're going to have Denny ahead of Ja, too. And I think ahead of Ant. I think we're going to hope, as Matt, again, talking with Magi this morning, if we assume Dort doesn't go, I want a lot of Denny. I think that'll be a more fun game. Really love Castle tonight. Really love Sar. Have Reeves and Jamal right here. Again, going to assume he plays. I have Duran down here, Keontae down here. And then I don't know what to do with the 6th round. I've had a lot of Russ early. I want some Derek White, though. I want some Derek White exposure. And I think these guys are fine. PJ, Kuminga, Jarris Walker, Pod God. I think those are all fine. Let's get into a draft. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. All right. Sorry, I neglected the chat. What are you guys doing in there? Dante over 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Brunson over points. Okay. November 5th is National Stress Awareness Day. All right. Up late to the Cuomo victory party. No, bro. But we were celebrating here in Astoria. Oh, I didn't even notice we get the 101. Let's go. We get the 101 here. We'll get to, I think this might be our first or second Joker share. It's funny though. There's this bar on our corner that is like, I feel like it's, I don't know how to describe it. Like a real biker gang bar. That's the best way to describe it. And they like rebranded, which was pretty funny. But all of these bars around us, they were doing like watch parties last night. And so I was on my way home from trivia. I was curious because I knew I was going to walk by. I was like, I wonder if they're doing a watch party. They were not, which made me laugh. All right, Joker. We got Joker for the 101. Let's do it. So I originally was gonna do a show this afternoon. I think we're gonna do it tomorrow instead, because normally on Thursday we do that So Rare MLB show, and since the MLB is over, we're not gonna do it. So we'll replace that. We'll replace that with the idea that I had for today. So we'll keep that unless I get really bored and energetic today, but I don't see that happening. Because we gotta get some cardio sweat in, and then we're gonna go sit in the sauna for a little bit, and then we got to get ready for an old man hoops game tonight, because I think we only have 5 guys, maybe six. So we're gonna be doing a lot of running. Which I'm not thrilled about. I don't think you should have to forfeit if you don't have 7 guys. I know 5's enough to play, but not for 40 and over. You need 7. I don't know. Did we do playback last night? Were people over watching hoops? I don't remember if they were. The Blue Oyster, A+ ref. No, what's it called? It used to be called Rockies. I think it's just called Rockies, and now it's called Kitty Sullivan's. Yeah, I don't know. All right, here we go. Dude, let's let Cap fall. Cap falling would be sick. I got one like Mobley at the turn. No, Cat's not gonna fall. I've got a lot of Bam with my 101, so I think I actually might do that here because it's with Jokic and not Wemby, and I don't have a lot of that, so I want some Bam, and then I'd be fine with Jaylen Brown here as well. Yeah, Donovan goes. Yeah, that's fine. So basically, I'm taking him over Brunson. Like Brunson would be somebody that could go right there, and the other one is KD. But I nervous that game gets out of hand in Memphis, and like KD's having a good like shooting season, but I'm not really interested in KD for when he's being drafted that high, because he's basically been getting like 30 minutes. Wait, Cat downgraded? Oh my God, that's incredible. Was it close in the end, the New York mayor race? I think he got over 50. I don't know. I actually don't know what the final numbers were. They called it immediately, though. I mean, it was called within the first hour, so it wasn't close enough. I saw Cuomo supporters like losing their minds, saying that it was Curtis Silva hit him with the Ross Perot business. Man, Cat got sick. All right, so man, I should have taken Brunson then. We get a wheels up on Jalen Brunson today if there's no Cat. Also, that I mean, is Mitch Rob back? Is because if Mitch, dude, if they don't have Mitch Rob or Seth says, does your sub count incline faster when you have sub chat only? I feel like everyone else plan just like mine is to sub, chat a bit, and unsub. Seth, can I ask why that's your plan? I'm just curious of the thought process. So you like this enough to continue watching and you want to engage in the chat, but you're out on subscribing? I mean, I'm curious just in the, now I'm fascinated. I need to know. Tell me, baby girl, cause I need to know. Ahmed Thompson. Yeah, we'll take Ahmed Thompson here. I kind of want to take Sar with this team. Normally I take Castle here. I'm gonna take Amen with Alex Sar, just because little mini correlation here. Little 1v1 with JB and Alexander Sarsgaard. Let's do it. Oh man, Seth might have unsubbed already, so I don't know if I'll hear back from him. Let's see. I'm going to tell you, pretty thrilled that the Old Man Hoops game is at 7:00 today, though. Pretty thrilled about that. You love sports. I have to be engaged at times, but my subscription feed has to be only things that make you money. Seth. Seth, I feel like you're about to shill me something. I feel like this is very close to being like, speaking of making money. Ever heard of Solana bot? Respect, Seth. Respect the grind, man. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. And I'm sorry that I'll see you go as a sub, but I hope you come back and sub and then chat and then unsub again. But I appreciate you being here. All right, let's go. We got one pick left. I kind of like this team. Little Joker, little Bam, little JB, Amen, and Sar. Let's see what we can get in the 6th round here. Do we think we finally get a Jarris Walker game? I'm ready for the Jarris Walker ceiling game. He's taken enough shots to get there. Not making enough, but he's taken enough, and he's out there for minutes. He is out there for a long time. All right, and just for Seth specifically, if this is your first time here, I won't tell you to subscribe. I know you already did, but we do the show every day at 9 a.m. Every day at 9 a.m. Eastern. We're back, and we're grinding. Also, hey, Seth, this channel will make you money. This channel will make you money out here, just making straight cash, homie, in the underdog streets. But as always, especially since Seth brought up some real estate, we need to make sure, just in case anybody is getting any ideas in the chat, it's important that I remind everybody that as we talk about cash, I can't find the video. Oh, what a fucking loser I am. Here we go. None of this is financial advice. Do what you love what you do. Something like that, right? There you go. Just to be safe, man. Just to be safe. Hey, we got Chicken Frog in the house. Chicken Frog, you can't unsub now because your sons are winning me over. Your sons are winning me over, baby. I've had to slow down slander on 2 teams that I like to slander. The Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks, although you guys both collected some L's last night. So hold it. What do we think? So do we like Jonathan Kuminga here? Do we like Kuminga in the 6th round or Pajemski, assuming everybody sits? You get Jarris Walker down there. VJ should get more love today. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to get Michael Porter Jr. We are going to get the M, the P, and the J, baby. All right, that's our team. Let's look at the board. Anybody do anything weird? Siaka. Do we think Sabonis plays? Russ at 29. All right, brother. All right, A-Run. Yeah, do we think he plays today? I don't know. Wait, am I forced to watch watch Zakarian since I subbed? Yeah. Oh, am I not forced? No, yeah, you have to. You have to. Okay, hold on. We gotta switch all this shit. I think we are gonna come to the end of the show here. Let me catch up on the chat here. What if I told you I sub and unsubbed every day? Listen, keep the algo boosting. You know what I'm saying? All right, gang. We're gonna call it there. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow with some old man hoops updates. We're out here. We're out here grinding. Like Seth in the chat. Let's all make some cash, homie. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Have a day.